The Drake Passage. A name whispered in fear. Sailors tell tales, dark tales, of a place where the seas rage, where the wind howls like a banshee. This is no ordinary stretch of water. This is a graveyard of ships, a place where dreams go to die. Between the tip of South America and the icy grip of Antarctica, it lies in wait. This is the Drake Passage, the shortest yet most dangerous route to the frozen continent. Many have tried to tame it. Many have failed. Their ghosts linger beneath the waves, a constant reminder of the passage's unforgiving nature. But what secrets lie beneath its turbulent surface? What horrors have been witnessed in this watery abyss? Prepare yourself, for we are about to journey into the heart of the Drake Passage. For centuries, the Drake Passage remained hidden, a secret guarded by the Earth itself. Then, in the 16th century, he appeared. Sir Francis Drake, a name synonymous with exploration and, some say, piracy. Sailing for the British Empire, he stumbled upon this watery hell. It was an accident, a wrong turn on the vast canvas of the ocean. But this twist of fate would change maritime history forever. The world held its breath. A new passage had been revealed. But at what cost? The stories began to spread like wildfire. Sailors spoke of monstrous waves towering high above their ships. Winds, they said, could tear a man from the rigging and toss him into oblivion. The Drake Passage was more than a route. It was a test of courage, of skill, of sanity itself. The Drake Passage became a legend, whispered in taverns and around campfires. A place of peril, shrouded in mystery. Ships, laden with riches and hope, ventured into its grasp. Some emerged, battered but victorious. Others were swallowed whole. Their fates serve as a stark reminder. The Drake Passage is not to be trifled with. It is a place where the ocean reigns supreme. And it is here, in this watery graveyard, that we begin our journey. The journey to unveil the dark secrets of the Drake Passage. The year was 1578. Elizabeth I sat upon the English throne, a young queen, her eyes set on expanding her empire's reach. She turned to the sea, to men of daring and ambition. One such man was Sir Francis Drake, a captain of cunning, with a thirst for the unknown. Drake set sail with a fleet of 5 ships, their mission to plunder Spanish gold from the New World. They sailed south, hugging the coast of South America, unaware of the beast that lay in wait. As they rounded the tip of the continent, the wind changed. A low growl echoed across the deck. The sea, once calm, began to churn. The dragon was awakening. Drake's ship, the Pelican, was tossed about like a toy. Waves, towering and frothing, crashed over the deck. The men were terrified. They had never witnessed such fury from the ocean. Drake, his face a mask of grim determination, held firm. He had stared down storms before, but this was different. This was something ancient, something primal. For weeks they battled the relentless assault. The dragon's fury was unrelenting. One by one, Drake's ships succumbed, swallowed whole by the raging sea, their screams lost to the wind. Only the Pelican remained, battered, broken, but afloat. Drake and his surviving men clung to hope. Then, as quickly as it began, the storm subsided. The dragon had retreated, leaving behind an eerie calm. They had survived, but their ordeal was far from over. The Pelican was swept south, further than any European ship had ventured before. There, in the icy grip of the unknown, Drake saw it, a passage, a narrow channel of water, separating South America from a land shrouded in mist and ice. The Drake Passage. Forged in blood and terror, it stood as a gateway to the bottom of the world, a place where few would dare to follow. news of Drake's discovery spread throughout Europe. Sailors spoke of the passage in hushed tones. Some dismissed it as a madman's ramblings. Others, their eyes filled with a strange light, listened intently. They felt the call of the unknown. The Drake Passage had revealed itself, but at a terrible cost. It whispered to those who dared to listen. Whispers of shipwrecks, of lost treasures, of ancient beings slumbering beneath the waves. These whispers would echo through time, luring adventurers, treasure hunters, and those seeking to conquer the unconquerable. But the Drake Passage guards its secrets jealously, and those who dare to seek them often find something far more terrifying. Centuries have passed since Drake's fateful voyage, yet the Drake Passage remains as untamed as ever. A beast, slumbering, waiting to awaken. Modern ships, equipped with the latest technology, still tremble before its might. For here, in these waters, nature's fury knows no bounds. Imagine this. You're on a ship. Steel hull cutting through the waves. You think you're in control. Then it hits you. A wall of water rising from the depths. The Drake Passage is home to some of the largest waves ever recorded. Towering behemoths, capable of swallowing ships whole. The wind howls. A merciless assault tearing at everything in its path. It can change direction in an instant. Calm one moment, a raging tempest the next. These are not just storms. They are the dragon's breath, unleashed upon the world. And as if the waves and wind weren't enough, there's the cold. A bone-chilling cold that seeps into your very core. Freezing spray coats the deck, turning everything to ice. The Drake Passage is a test of human endurance, a constant battle against the elements. The ocean floor here tells a story of tragedy and loss. It is littered with the wreckage of ships, silent witnesses to the Drake Passage's unforgiving nature. Some are recent casualties, their steel bones twisted and broken by the relentless waves. Others are centuries old, wooden hulls slowly being consumed by the deep. Ghosts of a bygone era, when men sailed with less fear and even less sense. Each wreck holds a story of courage, of desperation, of ultimate defeat. The Drake Passage does not discriminate. It claims ships of all shapes and sizes, from humble fishing boats to mighty warships, all fall victim to its wrath. A chilling reminder that even in this modern age, we are but mere mortals, at the mercy of the sea. And the Drake Passage holds on to its secrets tightly. Many ships have vanished without a trace, swallowed whole, leaving no survivors, no wreckage, no explanation. Lost to the depths, their stories forever untold. The Drake Passage is a place of disorientation, where the familiar rules of navigation no longer apply. Compasses spin wildly, their needles dancing to an unseen rhythm. The magnetic field here is erratic, unpredictable. Sailors, even experienced ones, can lose their bearings. Days can turn into nights, and nights into days. The line between reality and illusion blurs. Is that a distant island on the horizon, or just a trick of the light? Legends speak of phantom islands appearing and disappearing, luring ships off course, leading them to their doom. Are these just stories? Tales told to frighten young sailors? Or is there something more to these legends? The Drake Passage plays tricks on the mind. The constant battering of the waves, the howling of the wind, the lack of sleep. It all takes its toll. Men have been driven mad here, their sanity shattered by the relentless assault on their senses. There's a sense of being watched here, of something ancient and powerful lurking beneath the waves. Sailors speak of strange lights in the water, of shapes moving just beneath the surface, whispers of creatures beyond our understanding. Some dismiss these as tales, the ramblings of superstitious sailors, but others, they know better. They've seen the look in the eyes of those who've truly experienced the Drake Passage, a look of primal fear, the look of someone who has gazed into the abyss. The Drake Passage is a gateway, not just to Antarctica, but to something more, something older, something darker. And those who dare to cross its threshold, they may find themselves face to face with the unseen eye. The Drake Passage, a monster, a menace to even the bravest souls, but humanity sought another way, a way to bypass the dragon's wrath. A dream emerged, a dream of a canal. For years it was just that, a dream, a whisper among mapmakers and merchants. The thought of carving through land seemed impossible, a task too great, too dangerous. But the allure of safer passage was too strong to resist. The world watched. Some scoffed. Others held their breath. Could this impossible dream become a reality? Could they truly tame the world, bend it to their will? The answer lay in the heart of Panama. The earth trembled. The jungle surrendered. A path was being forged. Not by magic, but by sheer human determination. The Panama Canal. A symbol of ambition, of ingenuity, of a burning desire to conquer nature itself. The year 1914. The impossible had been achieved. The Panama Canal opened, a ribbon of water cutting through the heart of a continent, a testament to human endeavor, a triumph over the dragon's reign. Ships, once forced to brave the Drake Passage, now glided through calm waters. The journey to the Pacific, once fraught with peril, was now a voyage of tranquility. The world marveled. The Panama Canal was more than just a shortcut. It was a lifeline, a beacon of hope for those who dared to dream of a world without the Drake Passage's terror. The canal whispered a promise of safety, of prosperity, of a future free from the dragon's grasp. But some whispered back. They had seen the dragon's fury. They knew it could never truly be subdued. The Drake Passage remained, a scar on the face of the earth, a reminder that some forces are beyond our control. The Panama Canal stands, a monument to human achievement, a symbol of our desire to control, to tame, to conquer. But even in its shadow, the legend of the Drake Passage endures. It whispers still, beckoning the adventurous, the curious, the foolhardy. For some, the canal is not an option. Scientists, explorers, those drawn to the extremes must still face the dragon's wrath. They sail in the footsteps of Drake, braving the same treacherous waters, feeling the same icy breath on their necks. They go knowing the risks, knowing the Drake Passage can claim them in an instant. But still they go, driven by a thirst for knowledge, by a desire to unravel the mysteries that lie hidden at the bottom of the world. The Drake Passage is a reminder of our own mortality, of the raw, untamed power of nature. It is a place of fear, yes, but also of awe. A place where legends are born, and where the human spirit is pushed to its very limits. The Drake Passage. We have sailed its treacherous waters, felt the icy bite of its winds, and glimpsed the horrors that lie beneath its waves. This is no ordinary sea. It is the dragon's domain, a place where nature reigns supreme and humanity is but a fleeting visitor. We have heard the tales of those who dared to challenge its might. Sir Francis Drake, the accidental discoverer, forever bound to the passage that bears his name. Countless others, their names lost to time, swallowed by the depths or dashed upon the rocks. The Drake Passage is a graveyard of ships, a testament to the fragility of human ambition in the face of overwhelming power. It is a place where the line between legend and reality blurs, where whispers of sea monsters and phantom islands linger in the salt spray. And yet, despite its dangers, despite its dark history, the Drake Passage continues to call to us. It is a siren song, a seductive whisper that promises adventure, knowledge, and a glimpse into the heart of the unknown. The Drake Passage. We have sailed its treacherous waters, felt the icy bite of its winds, and glimpsed the horrors beneath its waves. This is no ordinary sea. It is the dragon's domain, where nature reigns supreme. We have heard the tales of those who dared to challenge its might. Sir Francis Drake, forever bound to the passage that bears his name. Countless others, their names lost to time, swallowed by the depths or dashed upon the rocks. The Drake Passage is a graveyard of ships, a testament to the fragility of human ambition in the face of overwhelming power. It is a place where the line between legend and reality blurs, where whispers of sea monsters and phantom islands linger in the salt spray. And yet, despite its dangers, despite its dark history, the Drake Passage continues to call to us. It is a siren song, a seductive whisper that promises adventure, knowledge, and a glimpse into the heart of the unknown. The Drake Passage is a place of stark beauty and terrifying power. The waves, towering and relentless, hold the memory of every storm. The wind, howling like a banshee, carries whispers of lost souls. Close your eyes and listen. Can you hear them? The ghosts of the Drake Passage. The Drake Passage is a formidable barrier, but also a bridge, a gateway to Antarctica, the last true wilderness on Earth. Despite the risks, explorers answer its call. Scientists, adventurers, driven by a thirst for knowledge, they walk a tightrope between triumph and disaster, contributing to our understanding of this planet. The Drake Passage is a force of nature, as wild and unpredictable as the day it was formed. It is a place of immense power and haunting beauty, a crucible where human ambition is tested against the raw, untamed forces of the natural world. We can try to understand it, to chart its currents and predict its storms, but ultimately, we can never truly control it. And perhaps that is the most important lesson the Drake Passage has to teach us. Respect the Drake. Respect its power, its unpredictability, its sheer indifference to human life. Respect the stories it tells, the secrets it holds, the lives it has claimed. Respect the Drake, and you just might survive its embrace.